So the guitars in this track are pretty simple. I have two main acoustic guitar tracks, which are kind of duplicates of the exact same part that I just panned left and right. So I used a nylon string guitar for that. Just one mic on it, the LCT 640 TS from Lewitt. It just sounds like finished right out of the gate. You just need to maybe cut a little bit of low end and low mids, and then it's good to go in the mix. So yeah, just a doubled performance, panned left and right. Just a little bit of EQ. Often with acoustic guitars, you get a build up in the low mids and just more low end than you need when you have bass guitar and other stuff going on. I also wanted to bring out more mid range, just, I don't know, bring out a little bit more of that character to them. So they didn't sound quite so clean and scooped. But yeah, simple stuff, and then a little bit of tape saturation on there. Just helps to kind of tuck in some of the high-end transients and kind of smooth out the sound a little bit. So let's hear without those plugins, and then I'll bring them in. So yeah, definitely really helps. A little bit more compression. So I think I recorded these through the 1176 a little bit, so they didn't need much compression, but with doubled guitars, sometimes I like to compress them together so they really feel like more of one unit. And then, yeah, I rolled off some of the really high frequencies just to make these sound a little bit more, I don't know, retro, kind of throwback. And then on top of that, just a little bit of electric guitar in the chorus. I used the Dream 65 pedal as my sort of amp sim and just recorded that, you know, with some chorus effect. So here they are without any plugins. So really cool sound. Just wanted to add a little bit more spring reverb to them. So I like to add plug-in spring reverb to guitars a lot of times because it can be really hard to tell when you're recording how much reverb is going to benefit the guitar in the mix. And so it's easy to get that wrong. So I just have had better luck adding more reverb in the mix. Sometimes I'll still use a little bit of the spring reverb from the amp, but and then just add a little bit more to taste in the mix. I also had some compression, tape saturation. Just a little more control to the sound. And then with all of my electric guitars, I send them to like an amp room simulation, and this kind of gives them a space to all live in together. I added a little bit more plate reverb too. Oh wow, so that's adding a lot more ambience. It's without, with. So yeah, it gives it a lot more of a dreamy quality, which is cool. And then there's some little guitar parts sprinkled in throughout the verse. And same sort of effects. Some delay on this one. Let's see what else we have. Some rhythm guitars, so these just kind of beef up the chorus. Very crunchy. So a pretty cool blend all together. And then the surf guitar. So this one I added a lot more stuff to it. Some extra delay, reverb, EQ stuff, and then even more reverb. So surf guitars. That's without any of the plugins. So yeah, I just really needed to wash that out more. And then lastly, the solo. So this is the one that was like from the demo. I just used the Logic Amp Sim on this. And one thing I like doing with fuzz sounds is running reverb into a fuzz pedal, and it just makes it sound kind of crazy and blown out. So sweet. Yeah, that sounds cool. So yeah, run reverb into distortion. Try it out. It's pretty cool. And those are the guitars. These days